Let's just try it like this. This one? Alright. Let me make sure. Okay. Yeah. Oh, shit. God, brother. Angle's pretty impossible. Alright. Hold on. Is this function? I'm trying to have a second frame now. Over here. Right. Okay. The audio sound good. Okay. Yeah. Alright. Alright, let me wipe this real quick. Smudged out. Okay. Oh. Sort of for here. Yeah, it was really on them. Giving it some time here. Oh, goddamn. I had set this up fully. You can tell. My this is pretty bad, so you can tell. This might be a little bit cooler here. Let's see. Alright. This should be. Is that a weird angle? It doesn't matter. It doesn't. Let's see the Jake Cole album. We just started off light. Here we go. Yeah. Start off light before we jump into the child trafficking, all this. The screen, this was function. All this other stuff here. This is it. Is this high? I feel like the camera is fucked, but fuck, man, the point is, yeah, see the title, and I get the title is interesting, maybe not. I thought it was funny. The goal, the plan, Epstein. You get it. All right. You've heard the story before. You've seen the images. Shit, no, I'm just sharing and share. You're gonna love it. All right, fuck, guys, this thing fucking better work. Son of a bitch. You're gonna make sure. Okay. All right. Yeah. Jeffrey Epstein. That's what these are gonna call it, but we should call it is the way we learned it all works. So, yeah, and there's a lot of people, a lot of angles on this whole Epstein thing. I'm not sure if I should even fully dive straight in because it is the whole episode, I guess. So whatever. Really thought about it here. The levels of the psyop and all this. It goes pretty deep. So yeah, if you guys haven't noticed, there's not much traction on the YouTube. I'm not talking about the actual stuff, and I should have been more. I picked more of a side idea. I'm just doing other things now. Just more of a just keeping a log. Yeah, just me and Deep State in here. Me and the Deep State hanging out. But yeah. So, anyways, one thing is I would call them Safarian and drama channels or whatever, going around disguised and trying to pretend that they're the news. Okay, now this is again this one I covered, and I think I already covered this a little bit ago. But now it's something that it definitely hasn't stopped at all. It hasn't declined. Now you look around everything. You go on YouTube and you're really just wondering how compromised is the person. You're really wondering which government agency pays this guy. Secret society death cult is behind propping this guy up. Which industrial complex is resulted in this person showing up here. Doing a viral video from a secure bunker or whatever it might be. It's interesting. Oh, this guy, he's got a video from Denver Airport's bunker. And it's just completely cool. He's just wants you know how cool it is. And he's in the algorithm. He's got a billion views on that. And I might watch it. But yeah, there's these guys going around. Really, at this point, if they're not funny, drop them. I'm not wanting any of these guys, the news people that pretend they're news, but really they're in one of these calls, and then they go out there and they pretend that they're doing the news, but in reality, they're just misleading people, misguiding people, playing a part of the dialectic on the world stage or whatever. Stupid shit. Whatever. I go like, yeah, what I want to call it. My hand is tired here. God damn, but it's not just Rachel Maddow and Tucker Cabal anymore. Now I've expanded it to all these shameful people that should be ashamed, really, but they're not, because they'll probably be paid handsomely. Can't blame them. But like, you should round with your head down more. Like this guy, you go, how are you out here? Just, you think this is the news reporting on what someone said to Erica said, I don't know, they're still covering it. I mean, it's been like almost a fucking year now, half a year. It's been half a year, basically. And that's a top story. We can't figure out. It's going to get, you get that it's something else. And so it's about also just getting things out of your life. Just taking time back and that end back. Holy shit. You realize how much there isn't even these other things out there in the world unrelated to this shit. Okay, so I mean, really, that's thing. Okay, and then the news. All right, so they call it news more like the Real Housewives deep state. As the news say. So because they're a bunch of catty broads going at it, just bitching out. Right? But there's been off at each other, and you go, I'm supposed to watch this like enthralled. I'd rather watch baddies. I'd rather Zoom my subscription to Zeus Network than watch with all the news. Because it is more subs. I mean, genuinely, and these streamers too are going out there doing the stupid bullshit, hyped up humiliation rituals or whatever that they call them. You just go, what is this for? You just watch them and just watching the clown show. It's one clown after another. And one is serious. It wrote news on its forehead. You just go like, that's just. You start seeing the thing, if it is, but some of it can still be enjoyed. But even that is it's like keep watching something. It's like you can only laugh at it for yourself. Got a joke I'm working on in my mind right now. I wrote it, I guess, but whatever. It's like the right amount of Alex Jones to watch is while it's still fun. The second it stops being fun, you've started clinically insane. You stop watching. The second you are going there and just watching like. I mean, that's John, and he's one of these guys who's obviously compromised. I'm telling you, he goes pretty deep. Yeah. Housewives, the deep state, the psyop, agenda. So now psyop. Holy shit! Now this you want to buckle in for. So that's all the easy part. Right? The fake news, really hyping all this stuff, and you should be suspicious when they're allowed to mention it. I'm trying to rest this fucking hand is falling apart. Jesus Christ! Oh shit! But yeah, so SNL they couldn't mention how many dead kids and God, but all of a sudden they can mention Epstein, good friend of all these people, including completely real guy who really exists, and that they would really throw into the but you just go like you start to think about things a little differently, and he is real. He is also a real guy. But he is one of how many. They're trying to beef up the charges on him. You're going to escape for a larger thing, and that's obviously level one. That's a level one. We're going to pretend Jeffrey's the only guy that came up with the idea of international sex trafficking. You go like, Yeah, but there's a bunch of these people. This is how they open you to. So step one, this is the one guy sex traffic to himself. Yeah, whatever, whichever part of the narrative you want to follow. International. Step one. Step two. Jeez. I'm only actually easy as it. Some of this shit, it gets heavy quick. But the second I mention, I don't even know if you can say Pizzagate on YouTube. I already did, so I'm probably yeah. But I'm not. It's not. No, it's picking up some statement. Okay, so Pizzagate, they are harvesting Adreno for sure. Because I think that one still gets you fucked up. Fucking YouTube. Yeah, I should just say no. Get in trouble for saying I'm fucking dream from. Just saying it's a real thing, by the way. It's a real thing. Okay, you get in trouble for saying it. Don't get in trouble for harvesting it. But I'm getting what I'm saying. You get you get the point, the joke. Right? Okay. Pizzagate, the completely real thing. Is there and was released a long time ago. Right? It's been there for a long time. And it implicates many others, right? So everyone, it's sort of like how Pizzagate initially was leveraged. So now this is a tie-in a lot to Pizza and QAnon. So let me just, before I dive further, okay. So Pizzagate basically is real, but it's going on the other side, the deeper end of this shit. The much deeper end where the stuff is to, right? So that in mind. So John Stewart went up earlier, and it's like one of his first stories really covering Epstein. Like you can tell he said that. I watch it sometimes. Like, yeah, it's the hate watching this horseshit. Sometimes it's a bad. One of my worst habits. It's watching horseshit. But yeah. Anyways, he goes over. He's convincing his audience that this Epstein is 100% real. I'm not going to say anything to confidently. Otherwise, I'm just pick up on red flags of who's allowed to mention what and why. But anyways, and also the hope on the world stage. Anyways, the point is, shit. Pizzagate is real. He was trying to discredit Pizzagate while trying to prove Epstein. And so then that's a partisan drive like QAnon. So now it's been enough into QAnon. Before I go into it might get a little bit like, but QAnon is basically what they're doing everybody now. So QAnon was a big fucking psyop that they did on everybody. All right. The point of QAnon was to gather all people who had very valuable information or very, powerful information. I don't know how you phrase it. Exact intense information. Anyways, they were able to sort of shepherd these guys into a line of thinking, and now the one leader is cue the deed, and that then tells them what to do. And these clues, are designed to be, inherently schizophrenic. Like they're not supposed to make sense. All right, so QAnon was right about a lot of stuff. But that only co-opted into some stupid shit about JFK Jr.'s coming, whatever. Maybe it is, but not like that. Whatever. You're just like the real point of that is to say that you're doing to everybody. You're watching everybody be a conspiracy theorist, no matter how fucking out of their element are. I mean, I've been here. I'm not trying to prove things. I'm going on like I've been this thing for a long time. Okay, I'm not leaving anytime soon because that's bad for it. Okay, all of a sudden you're triple booted and you're wondering why things don't work the same. All right, so the point is, these people that are coming at doing this corralling of the narrative are trying to cue on this thing into stupidity and really co-opt and redirect back to the fucking whole point of it. So yeah, the QAnon whole population now with this Epstein shit. That's the psyop angle a little bit with the Pizzagate. So Pizzagate's real, and this is the QAnon. Okay, you're getting it. And lastly, they're trying to instill like with the approach that they're going with this. And bear with me now. They get it. It is this civilization. It is the this drip feed approach allows it just sitting and thinking the psyche longer and allow it to really marinate and normalize certain ways. So that also when you do eventually work your way down to the pizza shit, it sounds more normal. Jay Epstein sounds like a fucking angel. You go as far as international sex trafficking, and sexual abuse, lives abuse of minors, international. This scale, Jefferson might be the fucking good devil. Like you really my gentleman of this, because again, I want to tap into the Q Pizzagate stuff. You guys aren't ready to hear about the Adrenochrome Golden Triangle. Well, I'm going like you guys are ready for. You think there's just one for cocaine, there's just one for heroin, there's one guns, all the good stuff, except for the one thing everybody loves most, and really the Adrenochrome Golden Triangle really kind of showed up to everybody's door. It was called migrant crisis, and you get the point. The idea, I'm on YouTube right now. My point is this prolonged effort, an attempt to give people a kind of pedo FOMO, for lack of a better term. It's almost like a normalization. You're almost going, holy, the real shakers and movers of this world are pedo. You go like, I would have been more successful. I went on a higher income bracket. I got a drug. Now I'm writing about pedophile incomes. I'm going on these guys off the charts. You go. Yeah, you heard about the lesbos and the gays, and they put money together. They got a lot of money, but the pedos. All right, this is getting weird. You're going. These guys are absolutely running it up. You're going. Wait a minute. I think one bite here. That's not working. For your whole life. That's enough to set you for life. You get me really. So it's a type of FOMO. It's just like extra lifestyle. Let their penny. You go. Oh, I wasn't invited. I wasn't. Look at the shakers and movers of the goddamn picture. I'm at home. Fucking do whatever. It's bullshit. I'm goddamn cheeses. It could have been the network. And you find out there, or whatever. But the point is, it is a type of FOMO that you try to get people. Is the different types of different ones. I give you these are the approved ones from PBS. PBS's pictures of that. There we go. Going for that Ken brands. But yeah, the point is, there's one of the there's the surface on the big parts. All right now, man. God, it keeps you out. That's why I was like, man, is there anything else to talk about? Jeez, I really didn't even do the video. Everyone's got their coverage of it. Oh. But yeah. Anyways, part fakery. So, do you think they'd really talk about anybody on the news who isn't a character on set? I mean, they're talking about Savannah got the fucking mom for so fuck. I'm about to go find her and okay. For real, I've been thinking that. I'm like, if I find her, I'm hiding her better than you could ever imagine. She's not gonna be findable after I find her. Unlike you guys, hide her so good. You have to stop talking about how good I hide Savannah got through. I'm going like, please, I'm kicking the door. It's just comedy. All right, whatever. And beep stick the fake. Yeah, another character on the world stage that they're willing to give the lashings to. Again, they're gonna do this to somebody like a Tony Podesta's art action kind of guy. You see him. Yeah, nothing just to a guy who just appears here with the news covering the whole time. Isn't that suspicious. I mean, they never once really covered any of that pizza, that same energy. Really, you really got to just look at it from that perspective. With that understanding, they want you to focus on it. It's got to be bullshit somehow. Somehow. It's like, it is bullshit somehow. But, it is true, but, the narrative is something that they're trying to get you. This is science for. Yeah. Alright. Can't read my handwriting, really. Yeah, anybody that can mention Gaza, the state show people, whatever you might want to call them, Zion Night Live, whatever you might see these people, and they're not allowed to mention things. You should about it, because how many kids were killed at the brutal shit constantly for years. It's been years. You mention, I'm going like, don't get brave now. I'm going. Don't pretend like you're like you're really doing something now, because that's all right, you get my point. So yeah, watch out for those guys. And there's a lot of people that are doing that into that, a couple layers out. Really maybe all the way. They're just trying to capture a narrative and direct it towards something. Trying to, whatever. They're also, yeah, you get the part is the point. Wow. Let's go. And I'll read this now in my own handwriting. The point, right? QAnon. So basically, the point is to diffuse this. I guess to capture and to diffuse it. So now with their narrative that they get to drip feed. I mean, who is doing it to? It's the government behind the mainstream media. It's not like it's not the good guys. I simply go like I'm just look at that one. Yeah. So now you can start to see what the business is. Even if there is this real shit, kind of, what the point of telling no one else is. Yeah. Read this next one. And they're still trying to bury Pizzagate with it, right? Jon Stewart. That was crazy. I go like that really fucked me up. On the Stewart, I'm like, John, are you in? I didn't hear anything. Stephen called it, but I didn't hear about John. I go, he might have some more in the game than I thought. Force good. But yeah, in real, we'll see it exactly. Which one? And they're trying to cue in on it. Basically, try to cue in on this pizza, where this is all about a more manufactured, slightly more curated pizza. This one more acceptable Pizzagate. Pizzagate, look into it or whatever. I haven't did too many times here, but that is also real. If you think this stuff's real, wait till you hear about that other stuff. And this is something that's been going for a long time. It goes back to at least this form of it. The Franklin scandal and all that you can look into. But on the wrong time. And that's I think it's back. It's the 80s or whatever. Reagan, Bush, and all these people. And that's pretty messy too. Look into that, find out now. You can catch the point of that, and then no one's prosecuted. You kind of, almost fake. You're going, what is the point? Bringing it up, you go, there's no charge, no just right. It's pretending like you're eating bowl. You just go, it's interesting. The news reported that there's also not somebody anything happening. So, and this brings us to the goy, the simple goy, and now this is probably this might cost me something too. But yeah, the GLM movement was known as uh, Lives Matter. Go Lives Matters. Right? Not too sure. The plural on that works, but it's movement of the proud goyim, proud going from all around the world, are organizing, they're working hard. Really, they're moving towards a better future for Libby. And really, that's something can all be something we can all take in, sort of a positive spin on things. Give the world a mess. Uh, um, yeah, so round of applause for those guys over at DLM. All right. And this brings us to the goalie slap and all stuff. So this is a part of this is almost conspiracy goalie slap. You know, the part of that similar through line. Right? This isn't that good shit. This is the pink goo of conspiracy. Which is really what they're trying to saturate us all with. You know, they're like we're all supposed to just be eating highly processed horse shit. And, you know, think it's good, but it isn't. So, what basically the issue is what is supposed to happen. You know, with that French. You know, you're seeing people notice. So who knows? You know, personally, I only eat hot dogs if they're kosher hot dogs. I guarantee you got. I dare you, double dog dare you to some kosher hot dogs. Eat 4 kosher ones, and I triple dog dare you to eat those, or quadruple dog dare you to eat the regular goyim hot dogs. 4 of them, and you will slowly, your body will slow down, and you're on the comatose, and then you will potentially pass away. Given if you are, you're addicted to these things. But the point is, everywhere. Hmm. Might have heard the chemtrails thing. They stopped chemtrailing. You know, I mean, kind of, because they don't chemtrail on weekends. But not that bad. Yeah, yeah, it's getting the go away. We don't say anything, but we all stare and we just take it. We just look at it. It's a never-ending cloud that made by plane. You know, we just go, oh yeah, you know, and that's us go away. And the point is, where do we blame? Going, let's matter, movement. Let's figure something out. So basically, you know, that is interesting. And so this brings me to my next point, which I was going to put in the title, but I got worried. I scared. You know, the algorithm, it's like it's friendly. Okay, but you know, if I put as input ICE as IDF, the title, which maybe is that probably would pull people in. But the point is where it brings us. That's William and what have you. Yeah. Proud and unproud. We're mouthy enough to get our own IEF called surveillance state Palantir knives and stuff. And it could get messy. I really don't even believe these these narratives, these stories they tell people about the Libyans and the guy, the Nazi, the stuff. And I don't, but the point is still true. Now, that's the scary part is you go, well, there's still, getting the principle is sort of what they're attacking, right? Anyways, point is heads up, I guess. Yeah, finishing this guy off. Man, and my Epstein cover, really. I didn't look into the files at all, really. I mean, maybe I should. Maybe I should. It's journalistically irresponsible. But yes, this is The Epstein strain. And yeah, guys, be wary of your news sources out there. I was going to cover that else. Oh, yeah. So I'm just touching up the others from before, I guess. Yeah, the nothing fight for. Sure, it's more of a. I was on like there's nothing to fight for as far as putting on a uniform and all this stuff. Yeah. And going out there shipping out somewhere. Whatever people do. Car, electric fucking. Yeah, you just go. You just look to realize the game before you being played. But of course, there's still an appetite to fight. This is, of course, it's not placed where the people in power would like it to be. It's placed uh, on them, the reptile community, on the world. Granted, but still, you go, that's really who people are agitated against. Everything else, you go, it's sort of, you get the point, it's sort of waste. This stuff, if you go, wait, these are the guys poisoning the air, the food, the water, the economy, the children. I mean, you go like, oh my god, wait, this is who people are, have the appetite to fight. So when I say there's nobody out there, I did think somebody, it'd be people, Paul and Bill Gates out his little bunker where you're going because you would just know just how bad they. I'm doing it. So you go. Yeah, that's also why they won't be giving people any kind of full disclosure here, too. So these stories have the redacted, fucked up. That's why this whole thing is a psyop. Is it the real shit? Real shit is there. It's, much more dangerous. Than this because you know that the real appetite is. These know that probably better than 100 people. Yeah, maybe sometimes, but yeah. So that's something to think about. This story brought that. I was like, man, there's something. These guys, and also they're trying to like demoralize people. So they have nothing. I think there's nothing to fight for or whatever. But in reality, they would fight these guys. Okay, so the point is, go away playing in the Epstein. Same critical. My Epstein coverage is quick. There's not much to say really. I wrote it up here. Black History Month. Super Bowl happened. Super Bowl wasn't great. Super Bowl was horrible. But as far as the Super Bowl goes, there's some super coverage. So they had the Seahawks paying attention to the conspiracy world out there. That's all right. Drown the ash away. But the point is, Seattle, the needle, and Seattle is set to get new nukes. So I've been saying, stay out of Seattle. And I'm not like it was. Planning not stay out of Seattle. But the point is, apparently like a needle or some shit. I don't know, but they're doing the whole things in the site. Like people say, but this is what they're doing. So heads up, don't go to Seattle until next time. Don't go to Seattle.